Alright guys, this is it. The final step on the highest point of Sweden. Look at that. That's where I came from. The way to the south stopping. This actually is the south stopping or topping, I don't know how you call it. And I'm standing here on the summit all by myself, all alone. Cool, eh? That is what you will always be rewarded if you take the time and the sweat. And yeah, sometimes it is a torture. Sometimes you need to take a little bit of courage and yeah, try to do something where you're not 100% sure if you can do it, but at least try, and actually going step by step you realize that you can do it, and that you will be able to reach the top, to reach your goal, to reach the summit or your summit. In the beginning, when you see the whole distance, when you see the sheer massive appearance of your task or of the mountain, you're intimidated at the beginning, and you are asking yourself or wondering, how am I even gonna do this? Because it looks so big, it looks so massive, your task or the mountain you want to climb. But actually, if you take a closer look at it, you know, not just a glance, a closer look at the things you want to do, the goals you want to reach, the projects you want to do, and the summits you want to reach. If you take a closer look at it, you will see that there is a way, or are ways, to reach it, and that there is a path, sometimes easy, sometimes difficult, but you can also already see from afar that it's possible. And then there is another magical thing that actually happens when you just start walking, or when you just start working or doing your task or your project. It doesn't feel as bad at the beginning, and sometimes it does. Sorry. But actually what happens is the longer you go, the more steps you take, the less dramatic it looks, you know, and the easier it gets, or the easier it seems to be. I mean, don't get me wrong, there will still be difficult passages, there will still be some times or tasks that are not so easy some days, but in the end, if you just go step by step, you know, and always focus on the next step, then you will be fine, and then you will be able to reach your goal or your summit. So always keep that in mind. Don't be afraid of big tasks or big summits, or yeah, just take a closer look at it, break it down into different sections, look for a way how to do it, and then just start. Go there if you feel like you're prepared. Start with it, that's the most important thing. Just start, and by step you will realize and notice, it's not even that hard as it seemed in the first place. So that's me, a little bit philosophical talk. on the highest mountain of Sweden are gonna do. Alright guys, here I am again. This little rock here is the possibly new highest point of Sweden, or second highest point of Sweden, or sometimes of the year it is the second highest point of Sweden because the snow cap of the other summit is higher, but yeah, in the future this may be the highest summit of Sweden. So yeah, you can join me while I go up there. Alright, let's do this. Okay, I'm sorry, that was stupid. So yeah, this is it. The highest summit of Sweden. I talked a lot about it, and I will probably talk a lot about it, but yeah, just for the record, here I am, guys. Alright. Alright guys, I decided I have, oops, sorry, I'm gonna show you my ugly face while I'm talking to you. I have another 8% left in this battery, or of this battery, with the Sony Alpha camera, so I thought I'd try to film a little bit more of the ridge again. So yeah, you can see the ridge yourself and judge by yourself if you want to do it, if you want to risk it, and how you want to do it. If you want to do it with a rope, you want to do it with an ice axe, crampons, and yeah, so in general, so you can just think about the equipment you want to take with you. Part is simple, you know, going up or down from the summit, but I will stop the recording here because the battery is low and I want to show you the ridge again, so you get an idea how exposed the ridge is. So as you can see here again as well, once you're down in the saddle of the two ridges, pretty straightforward, not very exposed. Even if you should be walking over there, it seems like it's still covered on the rocks, but still I highly recommend it, or recommend you to not step to the left side over here because it's risky and stupid. And yeah, but pretty straightforward. Gonna end the recording here again. Hold on, this is beautiful. Alright guys, this is the ridge again. I'm gonna take you with me on the ridge. Here I feel like the ridge is pretty straightforward, not too narrow, pretty okay. But a little bit further up, it gets more and more narrow and more exposed. And you should be careful. In my opinion, it can be done without an ice axe if you know what you're doing, but you are running a higher risk if you're doing it without the ice axe. So think about it, because if you fall, if you slip, you can secure yourself when you slide down one of both sides with the ice axe. Right. This is like one of the most exposed parts of the ridge, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. Don't judge me for filming with one hand, but I don't have an ice axe with me anyways, so there's not much I can do with my other hand. Just focus and do one step after another, and you're fine. I mean, it's steep to that side, and it's quite steep to that side, so yeah, this is high risk here. But for everyone who been doing stuff like this in the Alps, yeah, knows that there is more exposed stuff in the Alps. So alright, and up there where you can see that guy, it's already over. Filming one more time to both sides so you get an idea how steep or exposed it is, and now going over to the summit. Alright, here we are. That's it. Hi. Alright, this is the fuel station. Quite busy place. It's like the last hut before the summit. Super nice, super beautiful. You go along this valley here, and then you can go to the right to the Kepner Cave, and yeah, it's quite busy. It smells like kerosene because helicopters are flying around here. Alright, let's go to the reception and see if they have crampons, because we only have one pair of crampons, that is the one I brought, and Franziska doesn't own a pair of crampons, and we're gonna check if they have one pair spare. Because we are gonna climb both of the summits, the north and the south summit, not just one. So that's the way up to the service house. There you can rent gear. You see on the right side the guide contour. That's where you can rent gear. Left is the service house. Guess a kitchen and everything you can use. If you are sleeping here with a tent, you can use the service house or hut. If you purchase a service card, you technically or basically can just go there and use it. But yeah, in order to contribute to the costs that are involved with it, they ask you to purchase a service card. I think for 50 kronas, but I don't know exactly. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, Franziska is down there. She just refilled our water. We're gonna search for a camping spot for our tent. I think somewhere there, because the sun is nice over there. And yeah, then we're gonna sleep and get up early in the morning to climb the Kepnik is somewhere behind there. Good night, guys.